The
have
tier
a
4
overview
Metaversian
of
powers
kind of your tier
are
4
unconventional,
powers. The end goal, if
time
you will,
travel,
um,
and smaling.
you want to sort of work backwards. So you think to yourself,
I want this tier 4 power, so I need these two tier 3 powers.
the unconventional ability would then be attributed to you as a character. It is not tied to one of your animals, whereas your animals stay within the tier 1 through 3 powers. A tier 4 power by itself is great, but you still want to have strong supporting tier 3 powers. The tier 3 powers are pretty strong in and of themselves. And some of them actually some of them dead end. Well, they don't, none of them truly dead end. What I mean is they are single track. So they only lead to one of the tier 4s and will not lead to all three, to two of the tier 4s. And the reason being is that these are considered more powerful than the other tier 3 powers. So they're handicapped that way. And then also there is one tier 3 power that you can start with, and that is Earth. And that is considered the weakest of the tier 3 powers, but it is still legitimately a tier 3. I mean, the power Earth is nothing to scoff at because it includes rock, crystal, and just that general ability to control ground. Not the most efficient in space, which is why it's kind of the weak link, if you will. But it is still a very formidable power overall. The three that are single tracked are photonic, teleportation, and transmutation. Photonic is acquired through the fire track. Teleportation is acquired through the wind track, and transmutation is acquired through the ether track. The remaining tier 3 powers that I have not highlighted yet are poison, radiation, resonance, blood, invisibility, nature, shapeshifting, animation, dream, and foresight. To just sort of highlight some of these that are maybe not the most straightforward. Okay, photonic is the ability to control light. That basically allows you all the illusionist set of abilities. The other thing about it, though, is that it also contains hard light, which makes it a little bit like transmutation in that you can create things that are effectually something else. If you're familiar with Star Trek or other sci-fi, just think of what a hologram is that can interact directly. That is not dependent. That is not. That is concrete. Then resonance is sound. So similar to photonic in that it's kind of picking up on that hyperphysics mentality. You're looking at sonic booms. You're looking at Shatterpoint for materials. You're looking at vibrations. You're looking at harmonies, music. A good example of this is Sky from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Let's see. Volcate is a little bit curious. It is a kind of I want to say a soft magic. It's a lot. If there is a primordial magic, a lot of that was put into Volcate. Volcate is um, the idea of, if we think of science as taking math to its extreme application, Volcate is the idea of taking words to their extreme application. Um, the Volcate process assumes that um, words can have power. Um, so um, it kind of borrows aspects from transmutation, from photonic, from resonance, from mimicry, from shape shifting, and the idea is that it establishes the idea is that it establishes matter through the power of speech. Um, Nature is relatively self-explanatory, but I'll just go over it quickly. This extends past um, the ability to control plants and into weather and animals. Um, Animation is the ability to move inanimate objects, make them come to life. Um, Dream is another kind of illusionary power in that it can cause people to enter a dream state in which the user of the power um, is kind of the architect of the dream world that they enter together. The weakness of dream being that as the user, you're kind of locked into whoever you're working on, if you will. Um, so your physical body may be um, in peril. However, the person that is casting the dream is still aware of their physical surroundings and can snap out of it, whereas the person that is in the dream um, may not know that they are dreaming. Um, so that basically sums up the tier 3 powers.